Hey. Hey, everybody.
Hi, welcome back.
Ooh, back on a Sunday. I got a rally. I'm already in the
Yes.
mindset of work tomorrow. Wah.
I know.
Counting
I
down
know
for
the weekend
vacation.
the weekends go by so quick. That's crazy.
I know you blink. I'm like, ugh, girl. It's all
We need to
right.
have a 4-day work week and a 3-day weekend.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a 3-day weekend does the wonders. I don't know why we haven't caught on to that. I don't get it. Other places have. I digress.
I digress. Well, welcome guys. Thanks for everyone joining us. We have some people already in the chat, so I'm going to say hi to them. We have Wayne from
Hey,
the
Wayne.
future. He said hi all. It's 8:58 a.m. on Monday here in Sydney, Australia. Happy to see my fave twins. This should be a great chat. Have heaps of her movies on DVD. We'll mention underrated ones. Jack Quaid, Her Legacy. Yes.
Oh, yes. I forget her daughter's name, though, too. Like, she has a daughter as well. I just can't think of her name.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Gosh,
Oh,
am I
wait.
making that up? No, don't she have 2 children?
I know just the son. See,
No, I thought she had a daughter. Now I gotta Google that.
yeah, check it. Wayne said,
No.
plus we'll later mention the earliest movies I saw her in. Okay, awesome, Wayne. Hey, Del. Del said, what's up?
Mhm. Oh, yeah, Daisy True Ryan.
Okay, cool, Kira. Yeah, Kira
Yeah,
always know.
yeah, Jack Quaid and then Daisy True Ryan. I was like, "Wait a minute now. Hold
Yeah,
on.
see, Kira always got it. Hey,
Hold on."
Corey.
So 2 legacies.
Yeah, hey, Moody.
Hey, Mooney.
Let's see. Oh, Wayne said, yeah, I have a 3-day weekend every week. Oh, jealous.
Oh, very jealous. That's because you Australia.
Yeah, look at that.
Come on, Australia, doing it right. I digress.
I know, girl.
Oh my god, Wayne, I wanna move there. I'm gonna make speak it into fruition. I gotta
I
get out of
tell
here.
you. Okay, so we always start off with what we're drinking.
Oh, yes. What a
Yes.
fall day that doesn't feel you guys. It's so interesting. I don't know if everybody experiencing the same, depending on where you are, but it's still hot as I don't know what here. So I appreciate it. In my gratitude, the birds are still chirping, the weather is still warm, the leaves are turning colors, but I think it was like 80 degrees today. I was like high 70s. I said, I can put outside today. I said, "Ooh, it's warm."
I know, and people were just talking about that. You go on apple picking and you sweating,
Ooh,
buckets of sweat.
I don't know what's going on. She's not feeling very fall, but it's
And you know
okay.
what I did? The other day I had my sweater, my boots. I was like, I'm gonna feel fall. And then it was like 80 degrees.
Oh, last week I went to like a meeting in the turtleneck. I was so hot, but I said, no, you're not gonna see me sweat. And it was fall foliage. It was that rich red burgundy. I said, I'm
I
feeling
know. I said
fall.
no. I'm bringing fall to me. Okay, so what we're
Okay.
drinking, you guys. Okay, this I wrote. I always take my notes. So it's an apple cinnamon herbal tea.
Delish.
Perfect, perfect for fall. And I said it evokes crisp autumn walks through New York, falling leaves, and gives bookstore vibes.
Oh, I love that. But you know, switch new now, you guys, where we are originally from in New Jersey, we were only like 20 minutes from New York City. So I love that. But fall, like we in Massachusetts, quintessential New England fall vibes.
Mm-hmm.
So this drink is like this tea is rich regardless. Just bring into fall wherever you are.
Yes. So you guys, today we're doing our actor spotlight, which is our new series. Last month
Mhm.
we did Whoopi Goldberg, and this month, to bring on those fall vibes, we decided to do the queen herself of, to me, fall movies, cozy vibe movies,
Mm.
rom-coms, as if you say, Miss Meg Ryan.
No, we say it's not if you say
Yeah.
Meg Ryan, queen of rom coms, you guys. And you know what? It's so interesting. I'm eager to see her like come out with more things. Although, can I just say this though? It's not that she needs to. Take my hats off to people who have paid their dues. So
Mhm.
Meg Ryan is an example of an actress who has a long-bodied catalog, but she doesn't have to do anything else should she choose not to.
Mhm.
I just appreciate seeing her in any and everything.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I've loved her. I just love everything she does. She has a great body of work. I think she said she's done over 40 films, and I think only 7 of them really are
Yeah, 7
rom-coms.
rom-coms, yep.
Yeah. And we decided today to narrow down the ones we felt most like fall. So
Top
we're gonna
3.
go over our top 3. And feel free to add your favorites in the chat, some recommendations of her films that you've enjoyed. Yeah, we're just gonna toss it up, chat it up.
Oh, yeah. And again, be mindful, you guys, we just focus primarily on the fall theme, and this
Mhm,
is why these films specifically are fitting. But no
mhm,
way does that say it's our favorite. It's so hard to narrow down our top favorite film from Meg Ryan. And isn't that a
mhm.
difficult, not a difficult, a good problem to have?
I
What's your
know.
favorite film of Meg Ryan's? Oh, chat, what is your favorite Meg Ryan film? Do you have one?
Oh, yes, please oh, that'd be cool, Kira. Yeah, please share if you have a favorite in the chat. Alright, so we're gonna get right into it, you guys, because as we always say, right, Kira?
Oh, yes, we have for a good time, not a long time, you guys. We should be very, like fall, very, crisp, very brisk.
I love it. Okay, so getting right into it, you guys. Yes, one of our faves.
Yay! And can I say it was so much fun to rewatch these films? Now,
Yes.
mind you, when Harry Met Sally, I've seen this like countless times, but revisiting it recently, just the nostalgia feels. You guys, this film came out in 1989, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm,
Oh my god, just all the films we're gonna talk about today, maybe with the exception of one, the vibes, the nostalgia. I was like, "Take me back,
mhm,
please, take me back." I know we had issues, you guys, then, but it just felt like a simpler time,
mhm.
and especially rewatching these films in terms of just conversation, people talking, not seeing people with the cell phones in their hand, just in the midst of living. Ugh, love it.
Mhm. Yeah, and they don't really make I mean, they make good movies nowadays, but something about 80s films, 90 films, just the dialogue, the acting, just perfection.
Yeah, it's very hard to recapture, like, the essence of what they were, and honestly, people know what we're talking about, like, when you watch When Harry Met Sally, like, press play today, it's just going to draw you into, I feel like a film era in which, it's just really hard to capture that in the same essence. That's the best way I can describe it. It's like it's hard to emulate what these films capture, honestly.
Mhm. Yep, so When Harry Met Sally, I say it's the quintessential fall rom-com. It was
Mhm.
directed by Rob Reiner, one of our favorite
Oh.
directors. Yes, and written by the incomparable Nora Ephron.
Yeah, she executive produced it as well.
Mhm, just awesome. And a again, like I said, together they gave us one of the most iconic, rom-coms. I think I put it at the top. If it's not at your top of your list, it should be up there.
Oh my god, I can't imagine having a list of top rom-coms when Harry Met Sally isn't on it. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, that's kinda like a tragedy, you guys, tragedy.
Yes, and one of our favorite characters is Sally. I mean,
Yes.
I loved her character. Like, she was sharp, she was witty, as Harry said, type A maybe, a
Oh, very
perfectionist.
funny. Like,
Oh,
unassuming, very much so. Like, and honestly, think I it's like with Meg Ryan, you can't envision anyone else in the role once you see it,
mhm,
and this role was, perfect for her, right? Like, even, like, the embodiment of Sally, I feel like Meg Ryan truly captured, like, this role, like,
mhm,
oh, I loved it from start to finish, and we meet Sally, just the way it even starts off, right? How they meet one another, like,
mhm,
Sally's friend Amanda actually dates Harry, and then he there at college, and like Sally has agreed to help him get home. So they do this. This is their initial connection, and they're driving. I think it's like almost 18 hours from their school in I think it was Chicago all the way to New York City,
mhm,
and just
mhm,
their banter back and forth in terms of like that was hilarious in and of itself. But she was really I wouldn't say naive, but like what made it so funny, it was like his whole thing was, oh, men can't be friends with women that they
mhm,
find attractive. Like they'd always want to be able, like, want to have a relationship with them, want to sleep with them. And she's like, oh, that's not true. And then he
mhm,
said, oh, like, think of a, like, do you have any friends that are like males? Like, it was so funny, like just their
mhm.
banter and their dialogue. Um,
Yeah.
Part of the film was just their ongoing conversations and them connecting with one another as time went on, years and everything.
Oh, yes, and I love that, and, you mentioned that, I'll do that, like you said too, how they just kept reconnecting throughout this film. Like you said, the beginning when they first met each other before they went on a road trip.
Yeah.
It kinda talks to, like, if you believe in it, soulmates, like, if you're destined to meet someone throughout life, maybe you are gonna continue to have those random interactions, but they just kept meeting each other all throughout different
At the
points.
funniest moments too. I just thought it was hilarious. Like they thought that that car ride is basically like, "Oh, have a good life. Yep, see you later." And then
Mhm.
they meet 5 years later and then 10
Mhm.
years later. So I agree, Mika. I think when it's something is if you do believe in fate and destiny, if you are truly meant to connect, you will have these moments and opportunities where you meet again. I think it's interesting in terms of what you do at every opportunity
Mhm.
you connect with the person, and like they kind of like they knew they had an attraction for one another, but danced around it quite a bit. They were able to maintain quite a good friendship, and I do think a friendship is the best foundation in terms of a lasting relationship. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved it in terms of like it like you saw it. What's the word I'm looking for? What is the like? I'm thinking of the phrase when things kind of strengthen over time. I'm not saying it right, but
Yeah, no,
um,
I
yeah,
get what you said. Yeah, that if they
birds
built the
strengthen over
foundation,
time.
they had a
Yeah,
strong foundation from
foundation.
that friendship. Like you said, sometimes they said the best relationships, start from friendship, and they had a
Oh
great
yeah.
friendship. And one we see like they obviously have feelings for each other that's developed as their friendship grew, but really wanted to maintain that because it was this obvious this real fear that if they did get into a romantic relationship that it would ruin that.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
let me get some comments. We got some comments. So Wayne said, the first thing I saw her in was Top Gun, Girl of Goose.
Oh, look at that. That's a
Uh,
throwback.
Moody said easily when Harry met Sally.
Oh, agreed.
Corey said not saying it's the best, but like the Doors.
Oh, The Doors.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember that
I'm trying to
one.
remember that one. Dell said not a big Meg fan, but Top Gun Maverick. Courage Under Fire. That was a good
Oh,
one.
that's so good. That's a
And
good one.
maybe The Wedding Planner are my faves. Dell said, "I have
I'm
never
sure.
seen When Harry Met Sally all the way through." Okay.
Oh, now Dell, is that because like you couldn't get through it or lost interest or fell asleep or plan to revisit it? I always am curious when people don't finish a movie, what's the rationale behind it? There's so many.
Oh, yeah. Wayne said, "Fave Meg Ryan movie." Oh, IQ with Tim Robbins. That's a good one.
Mhm.
Plus, for serious drama. Oh, When a Man Loves a Woman with
Oh,
Andy
I love that
Garcia.
one, Andy Garcia. I don't know how
That's
many times I've watched that film.
so good. Inner Space and The Presidio, massively underrated. Have all on DVD.
Oh, very nice. Wayne, I'm so glad you have these on physical media. That's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny. What's up?
Hello.
Wayne said I have When Harry Met Sally on DVD. Yes, yes, yes. Harry Connick Jr. did most of the soundtrack. Yes. Oh, gave it to his mom on vinyl. Oh, that's so
Oh, I love
great.
that. It's so hard
Oh,
for me to read the comments on
oh
my
yeah.
end.
Oh,
Tiny.
oh, her, oh, Kira. A long hair, his sideburns. I know. I love that style.
80s.
Yes, they were so
I want
cute.
both those sweaters. Come on, fall.
Mhm.
And oh my gosh, in this film, I love like oh my god, fall everything. My goodness, it even overlapped in terms of like seasons, but oh,
Mhm.
full fall vibes. And this
Mhm.
scene was so cute because again, friendship right there. She was helping him actually decorate his apartments.
Yeah.
Of course, your friend would help you do
Yeah,
that.
things friends do. Oh, and Corey said, "Oh yeah, that goes back to the iconic scene. I'll have what she's having."
Oh, exactly. Oh, and this part was so funny because he didn't believe that he just thought not that he thought that he was God's gift to women, but he didn't think that women could fake it. And she said, "Oh my God, it's the easiest thing." And then she proved it in the scene, and had the entire diner
Yeah,
bearing witness. It's hilarious.
yeah, that was an iconic performance. Meg did
Mhm.
such a great job with that one. And
Come on,
fun fact
acting
too.
chops 101. Like who else? Come on.
Yeah, and fun fact, the lady who says, "I'll have what she's having" is actually Rob Reiner's mother.
I know. Full circle.
Johnny said it's been forever since I checked out When Harry Met Sally. Need to do a double feature with that and Love and Basketball. Ooh, now
Oh, I
that'd be
love
a double
that.
feature.
Two love stories, different times,
Mhm.
equally good.
Mhm. Wayne said, "I am single, never had those things like destiny happen for me." Poor Wayne and Sydney. Oh, but wait, never say
Oh.
never.
Oh, yeah, and oh, Wayne, this will be uplifting for you if it is, and Mika noticed, I recently discovered, like, sometimes I'll fall down, like, a TikTok rabbit hole, and I discovered, like oh, Mika knows I'm obsessed with this couple at the moment. One is 64 this year, and one just turned 52, and they found each other at 49 and no, 48 and 59, and they got married, and, like, they are, like, the most I love them. So and
Mhm.
then one of the things they always say is, they thought it was too late for themselves, and then they found each other later in life, and, like, it was meant to be. Like, they have
Mhm.
such a sweet love story, and I'm like, "Look at that, it could be a movie."
Mhm. Johnny said first Meg Ryan movie for me was, and it just so happens to be my favorite John Candy movie was Armed and Dangerous.
Oh, that's a
Ooh.
good one. Wow, look at that throwback.
And Wayne said, "Oh, Armed and Dangerous, is so rare to get on DVD, very expensive now." Oh,
I'm
wow.
sure. I'm gonna look at that. I couldn't even imagine trying to find that on physical media.
And then Wayne said The Doors is fantastic with Val Kilmer, have it on Blu-ray.
Oh, I have to watch that one. And oh, Val Kilmore.
And then oh, yeah. And then Dell said when it came out, I wasn't interested in rom-coms, but kept seeing parts of it on TV. I've also heard so much about When Harry Met Sally. I feel like I have seen it, so I haven't been able to rush for it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fair. And Dale, I mean, you bring up a valid point. It's interesting when we think of movie genres that people are more drawn to. So it's not to say you don't like rom-coms, but some people will say, "Oh, it's not necessarily my fave genre. I'll
Mhm.
revisit it here or there." But yeah, if you definitely are into rom-coms, this would be one that you should definitely see.
Oh, yeah, and like I said, some of my it ages really well to me.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm. Okay, and then our last 2 comments, and we'll catch us up. Dell said The Doors is a bionic about the group of the same name. Whether you like it or hate it, you'll think Val Kilmer is amazing in it.
Oh, great. Oh, and the next comment, Joe versus the volcano. Oh my God, that's such a good
Mhm,
movie.
mhm. Yeah, and that brings her back to, with, Tom. Okay, I'm trying to see if
Too,
there's
and Sleepless in Seattle.
oh, yeah, wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
they've been together a couple times, right?
I love it, yeah.
Okay, I'm
Seems like
trying to
a
see if
really
there's
serious kismet.
oh, yes. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to kinda note about When Harry Met Sally. For the fall vibes, I said we get the Central Park scenes, we get the foliage, we get the cozy sweaters, as we mentioned in
Oh,
this
changing
iconic
seasons.
scene.
Yeah, we
What'd you
get
say,
the
Kira?
fall the changing seasons, we get the fall into Christmas, so you kinda get the both
Mhm,
of best of both worlds.
mhm. And we noted it's not just about romance, it's about friendship, time passing, and the beauty of falling in love throughout the years. I
Mhm,
love that, how we get to see the trajectory of both their lives in and out of different relationships, the friendships that they have with their friends, how they connect their 2 friends
mhm.
with each other, which was hilarious, and
Oh,
just
very much so.
yes.
Yeah, one
And ju
thing you guys the overall theme in all the films is, of course, Meg Ryan, but I think that, each film just highlights, how versatile she is as an actress and how, like, she, can play these roles and they're just as memorable despite the time moving forward.
Mhm,
That's a testament to a really good actress.
mhm, mhm. Oh, and I just want to go back and say what's up to Corey, I saw him come in.
Hey, Corey.
Okay, and, Dell said, "I was very young when Harry Met Sally came out. I was young, dumb, and still only interested in action, horror, and raunchy comedy."
No problem, Dell. Well, Dell, now you get to revisit and do a deep dive in all the rom-coms.
Yes, if that's your blind spot.
Yep. There's so many good ones.
Oh, and then Nightmare Files came in. Hi, Nightmare Files.
Hello.
Okay. Anything else, Kira, with this one that you wanted to know, either in Meg's performance or about the film?
Oh, no, no, I mean, I think we said everything that we could say about this film. Watch it, like, rewatch it, especially if you haven't seen it. I think it's worthy of at least one watch.
Mhm. This is great. Oh, and I love the ending. If you've seen
Oh,
the
the
film
ending
too,
was
I
so great,
I
yeah,
love
like, with
these
all
little
the couples.
montage yeah, with
Yeah.
all the couples. I love it. Great way to end the film.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so our next one, you guys, which is another fave, and this one was fun to revisit as well, is You've Got Mail.
Oh my god, I love this one. Now, this one was very nostalgic, you guys. This movie came out when we were, like, teens, and so the funniest thing about this film is, like, I felt like, in terms of all 3 films, this one for me was the most nostalgic. One thing that I appreciated about this film was that, one setting New York, classic fall time frame, so that was beautiful. And then, oh my god, the computers, how old the computers
Oh,
were.
yeah.
And then like AOL, the dial-up, the you got mail, the excitement you got when chatting and messaging people. I'm like, oh my gosh, it just really made you recall and remember so many things just
Mhm.
revisiting this movie. And oh my God, one thing that I had to laugh at, I told Mika, I forget what the price was exactly, but there's a Starbucks scene in
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie, like different times because they went to Starbucks where, like, I think a caramel macchiato, one of the drinks he got was like $3. I said, never,
Oh,
never today.
yeah, I think it was actually like 2.95. I said, "Oh my god, look at the inflation."
I said, inflation, you know you wrong for that. I said, oh my God. Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
shocking.
that
Could
was
you
just funny.
imagine getting the Starbucks at that price now?
Yeah, I just thought it was so funny when you think about like the cost of things, like in terms of when you see it, like even in film, right? Oh, and one thing that was so almost fitting, I believe it was in Harry Met Sally, just the Twin Towers too.
Oh,
When you go
yeah.
back and see like the immortalized in these
Mhm.
films, it's
Mhm.
point.
Yes. So this film, it reunites because Akira mentioned prior. I mean, her and Tom Hanks have been in multiple films together, but in this film, it reunited her, as we see, back with Tom. Oh my God, I just love it. And again, too, Kira Nora Ephron, right?
Yep. Nora Ephron wrote and then directed this film, and oh my God, Nora has given us given us so many like good rom coms. Like she
Hmm.
pen to paper. This
Hmm.
is her lane. This was her lane.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were in Sleepless in Seattle, and then they reconnected again in this film. And we still
Joe Ball versus
Volcano,
Volcano.
just that chemistry.
Mhm. Yeah. And, this one to me is also peak fall nostalgia, you know? Her character, as we mentioned, her character is Kathleen, and, Kathleen runs a bookstore, which is
Thank
right
you.
at the heart of I
So,
forget was it the Soho, the Village? I forget where she was in
I don't
Village.
know where it was, but it was like called the shop around the corner.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
It was
then,
in her bookstore. It was so cute.
yes, and, Tom's character plays, Joe Fox, who, of course, represents those big conglomerates, maybe like the Targets, the Walmarts, who come in and put the little small businesses out of, out of commission because I think it was
Fox
Fox's big
bookstores.
bookstore? Yeah, parked it right around the corner from her shop and her dealing with that, but, yeah, I love the little, atmosphere of her shop. It was so cute, like, the vibes, and
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah, it was, like, very quaint, you can tell it was very personable, the staff was this tight, close-knit unit, they
Mhm,
knew all of the customers, they knew about the books that they were
mhm,
talking about, and there was one scene, when she ended up in Fox bookstore where she literally helped out one of the employees who worked there trying to find a book for a woman, it was like he had
mhm,
no idea what he was talking about.
mhm. Yeah, and Wayne mentioned something that did kinda tick me off a little bit with this movie. Like, I have a few problems with the writing of, You've Got Mail. Hank's character destroyed her family's legacy business. I know that did kinda tick me off in the movie because I was hoping that we would see, like, a resolve with that, like, she would be able to maintain the bookstore. So that did kind of irk me a little bit that she lost that and they got together because 'cause I'm like, "Huh?"
Well,
But
yeah, it was interesting, it was that piece yeah, I will say that was interesting. Yeah.
yeah, that was real unforgivable. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, when you think about it, because I said, "Okay," I didn't see him, like, closing down his big chain bookstore by any means. I mean, maybe he could and still, of course, he would have survived, but I didn't think that, her store was legitimately going to close. I thought he was gonna come in somehow and keep it going.
Yeah. You know what would have been a good compromise? He could have kept his bookstore, but they probably I would have gotten rid of the children's section since her bookstore was primarily a children's bookstore. So don't have a children's section in your big bookstore so that maybe that could have
Oh,
still
that's a good idea. Or, like, connect, partner, like, where, like, you can do something yeah, like that, like, with the kids or, like, incorporate it somehow where you highlighted her store
Mhm.
also.
I did like that, it did touch on, like, sometimes these multimillionaires or these big CEOs or these, people at heads of company, they don't really realize the effect that they are having. I don't know. This is just my, perception. They probably don't realize the effect that they're having on small
Well,
businesses,
they
and he was
do, but they never personalized it in the same way where he was able to connect and see firsthand how
yeah.
his actions impacted her.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, is just that he was able to put a face to this business and was able to develop a relationship with her, not just in person, but, for a long time, they didn't know that they were the 2 chatting with each other, on this AOL connection. So
Oh,
sometimes you
wow.
need that connection to kinda really put in your face, "Oh, the humanity of the of the person behind these businesses."
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's interesting because some people, don't see humanity regardless.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
yes, in those moments, you do have the opportunity to put a face to the people, that it directly impacts. And I
Mhm.
think that that's the interesting dynamic, right? If I'm a successful business person, all I see is probably being successful and making money, and, at the very least concern myself about, like, anything maybe else happening around me until, like, you said, like, you actually connect with someone or you see the ripple effect of your actions. If I'm a empathetic, sympathetic, humane person, that should, shift kinda how I move, and you do see that with some CEOs, like, I was thinking about the female CEO, like, I won't go into detail, like, of, the Spanx company, I believe, and how she gave back. Most of her employees are women. She legitimately gave back to employees
Mhm.
because she's like, "Oh, no, I make a lot of money, but I care about the people who work for me. I want them happy, and I have a lot to give, so why not?"
Mhm. Mhm.
It should be. I digress.
Yeah. Dell said, "I think there's a $3 cover charge just to get into Starbucks these days."
Yeah. And Dell, I've been trying to support all my local small businesses. We have the cutest little coffee shops around us, so
Mhm.
take advantage. And I mean, and it's so personable. Like the shop around the corner. There's something to be said about
Yeah,
the
Dell's the
mom and
shop.
pop shops.
Yep, the shop around the corner is excellent. The
I
shop
wanted
around
to
the
be there, Dell.
corner.
I wanted to work there. I told Mika, like, oh my God, this would be my dream job working with Kathleen and the other people in the store. Like, oh, what's your full-time job? I work at the shop around the corner. I love it.
Mhm. Mhm. And Wayne said not just a shop, but her family, yeah, her family's legacy.
Legacy, yeah, her mother owned it,
Yeah,
and
he
it's
was
so
an ass for
interesting
that.
because Tom Hanks' character that showed you too, like the 3, the 3 generations there, his father, grandfather, and him.
Mhm. And all of them did, like, prior to his, meeting Kathleen, all of, even if you're looking at his grandfather and his father, look at their thoughts on relationships. You see his aunts is, like, how old, his brother is how old. It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny.
Well, definitely relationships, I was even thinking more so about, like, how ingrained it was in terms of business when they were talking about, like, taking over people or putting people out of business. It was
Mhm.
almost just like, oh, you see 3 generations of that. I think out of all 3, Tom Hanks' character, of course, was a little bit more light and compassionate in comparison, but again,
Mhm.
it leads you to believe how that was modeled for him in terms of what a
Mhm.
successful businessman does. And then
Mhm.
Kathleen's legacy in terms of how her mother viewed business, connection, helping, like, community.
Yeah, one-on-one relationships with their customers, yeah. Moody said maybe she got him back by divorcing him a few years down the road and taking him for half of everything.
Ah! Oh my god, Booty, I like to think they did live happily ever after in the sense of, Kathleen got the book deal, like, she became a successful children's author.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
book
yeah,
after
she
book
did.
after book after book.
Yeah, she did say the closing of the store provided her the opportunity to look at herself as a writer, but yeah, still, you
And she
wish you
was
would have been
actually propositioned by Tom Hanks' ex, Parker
yeah,
Posey's character. That was hilarious.
yeah, but you would have hoped, like, that is the one thing that bothered me with the film. I wanted her to maintain the bookstore. Wayne said she should have rejected him. Oh. Oh, hey, Sam, how are you? Caveman. Hey, Caveman. He said, I used to have a huge celebrity crush until she cheated on Dennis Quaid in Proof of Life. Highly recommend Presidio and Absolutely Inner Space. Well, that's a misconception, though, because I remember that time when she came out, because right after they were going through the divorce, she was seen with Russell Crowe, and they had, uh, you know, ultimately after that started dating. She took a lot of heat though, but if people really delved into it a little bit deeper and really looked at the interviews with her and Dennis, they have said that she wasn't cheating and she didn't start a relationship with Russell, but that's with the tabloids and everything like that. It kind of hinted at that, which caused a lot of, tabloids back in the day turmoil. But yeah, it's still people still think that, but yeah.
Oh, well, I've digressed, but I'm glad Meg has moved. This she's divorced. I'll say that.
Yeah, yeah. And hey, and they both, moved on.
Move on.
Okay, let's see. Oh, Stacey said, "Do you like French Kiss?" Oh, that's the one with Chris Klein.
I forget who it is. Is it
I
Chris?
think it is Chris Klein.
Oh, that was actually. You know what? I like it. I wouldn't say I love it, but I enjoyed it for what it
Mhm,
was.
mhm. Hey, Eli, what's up?
Hi.
Addicted to Love, Matthew Broderick, Meg
Mhm.
Ryan.
Oh, I love Matthew Broderick.
Oh, look at Eli. He always doing what we forget to say.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Eli. And then Caveman said, "Anyone ever have a crush on Meg Ryan? Please make sure you hit the like button, especially for the beautiful twins. Also comment her movie that you love from her." Oh, thank
Oh
you,
yes, I love
Caveman.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, people be giving us some good recommendations for
Oh
Meg
yeah.
films.
And so interesting, like a lot, like in terms of the films that we enjoy, like especially like it's such a gilded age in terms of like Hollywood and actors and actresses that we thoroughly enjoy. And I feel
Mhm,
as though like there's such a handful of actresses that can be successful over decades. Like the
mhm,
stands, like I feel like Meg Ryan is right up there, like with a Diane Keaton to me, with a, like a Meryl Streep. There's actresses, there's actors that do a really good job that's not easy, as the years go by.
mhm. Oh, and thank you, Caveman, Kevin Kline. Did I say Chris Klein? I don't know.
Sounds like yeah,
I
Kevin
got the
Kline.
I had him in
You
my
had the
head.
Kline, you had the Kline. You
I
had
had the
it.
Klein right. I knew I could see him in my mind, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like
Okay, and then Stacey said, "Addicted to Love, they are both trying to track and photograph and stalk their former people they were with, and they fall in love." Of
of
course.
course.
And do you like her in Armed and Dangerous? I don't know. I don't remember Armed and Dangerous.
Oh, yeah, that one is like, it's like I know the film, but I cannot recall it well enough to talk about it. I'm gonna have to rewatch that.
Mhm. That and The Doors. Okay,
Mhm.
anything else, Kira, that we wanna mention about
Yeah, I
You've
said,
Got Mail?
oh, I just said I love that Meg Ryan to me brought a lot of heart to this role. She was very endearing. Did a great job in terms of like playing Kathleen, and the film overall feels timeless. And I also noted that it was like very nostalgic. It reminded me of like, oh, just a cozy blanket, like again, tea, and then
Mhm.
just delving in and enjoying it.
Oh, yes, yes. Yes, and again, like I said, fall vibes, quintessential fall vibes. New York is the perfect time for fall season.
Yeah.
It's just, it's the best. Like,
And oh
just
my
the
god, quite often in this film they said, "Don't you just love New York in the fall?" I'm like, "Oh, love it."
Yeah. Oh, and I love and that's a great thing about this film too, like how they do the narration, especially when they type in, via AOL. I love how that's done in this film.
Yeah,
It's
and
so great.
can I also highlight this cast: Dave Chappelle,
Oh,
Greg Kinnear, Parker Posey. Like this film, I forgot this star-studded cast. It was just
yeah.
too many to count.
Yeah, they had a great yeah, I said that too when I rewatched it too. I said, "Dang, I forgot about the cast in this."
Cast was epic.
Yes. Wayne said IQ is great. Yeah, that's a good one with Tim Robbins. That's
Yeah.
a good fall one too. That could
Oh,
fit.
yeah, I agree. And Meg
Johnny said
probably turned it down when the script was called 3000. Oh, what's that in reference
Oh,
to? I'm not
okay.
sure.
And
Against
yeah,
the
Johnny,
Rope.
let us know.
Yeah, Against the Ropes, the one where she is
Oh
boxing
yeah,
helper
I
of
know that one.
murder. Oh, you were talking about that one, Mika. I haven't seen that one.
Mhm. Armed and Dangerous is an action comedy. It stars John Candy and Eugene Levy. Oh, I love Eugene.
Oh my gosh, the two of them together, gold, I'm
Mhm.
sure. Against the
Against the
Ropes
Ropes
is
was
fun.
fun. Caveman said also highly recommend her and Kate and Leopold. Yeah, that's a good one. I
Oh,
think
that's
that's
a
the
good
one with
one. I
Hugh
enjoyed that one.
Jackman.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. All right, you guys.
This brings us to our last Meg Ryan selection for fall as we continue to spotlight her.
Yes, and that's
In
In
the
the
Cut.
Cut.
This one is very dark for anyone who has
Yes.
this is like this film for Meg Ryan, I said, "Now, this was a switch for me." Like, when a man
Mhm.
was a woman, of course, very heavy subject matter. She was someone who was, struggling with alcoholism, and When a Man Loves a Woman, really powerful, dramatic. scenes for sure. This movie though, yes, it was fall setting, very New York, yes, but dark, moody, and oh my god, this is a combination of, like, dramatic, of course, with, like, murder,
Mhm,
mystery, intrigue, there was so much
mhm.
going on in this one, but I
Yeah, and I
liked
remember
the position for her, like, it was completely I remember going to the theater and, like, people in the theater, they walked in here thinking this was gonna be you could tell people was like, "Ooh, this is not what I thought this
oh,
was gonna."
yeah.
They just thought Meg Ryan, girl. I'm going to see a Meg Ryan movie, but didn't do like their homework for this one.
Oh, yeah, 'cause yeah, audience was literally shocked, fro when they saw this film because it was not the Meg
Like a
Ryan you're
180,
familiar with.
honestly.
Huh?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
it was like a 180 in terms of the how you viewed her in terms of the collective roles she's normally known to take. This would be
Mhm,
like for me a complete juxtaposition, but I appreciated it. I loved her
mhm.
in this
And
film.
it's one of the reasons she said she took the role because she wanted to do something different, sometimes as actors, actresses, I think she mentioned it, and I've heard other actors and actresses mention it, that you sometimes get put into a box or
Pigeonholed,
typecast.
yeah.
Yeah, so this was a different trajectory, and like you said, it's really, really dark, the subject matter. From one of our favorites, directors, Jane Campion, if you're familiar with her body of work,
You already
another just
know. Come on, top
top
of the
notch.
lake too. Like, ooh, dark.
The piano, she's
Oh
just
yeah, she give you I'm telling you, she give you the one thing about, Jane is you're going to remember her work, like, whether you
Mhm,
like it or not, is going to linger, it's gonna sit with you, it's gonna make you ask questions, it's gonna question, "Gosh, what did I just watch?" And, like, you
mhm,
will remember it.
mhm. Yeah, she's just great. And this one follows Franny, that's, Meg's character in the film. She's a writing professor, and what I love about this film too is how she looks at words. So all
Mm,
throughout the film too, she'll see a quote, she'll see words, and she's always putting them together.
mhm.
I think that's done really, really well if you're familiar with the film.
Riding on
Uh,
the train, yeah, everything she sees is like, she's kinda taking it in.
Mhm, and as you mentioned too, it also follows, a great star-studded cast in this one as well. You have Kevin Bacon, who's this scorned lover who's, like, stalking her throughout the film.
Early.
You also have her sister, the relationship with her sister, Jennifer Jason Leigh,
Ooh,
just
excellent.
excellent, just great actress in her own right, and their
Mhm.
dynamics, and they're night and day.
Very
It
much
is
so, yeah.
very much so, but like Kira said, is a gritty murder mystery, in New York City, and the
Mark Ruffalo
city.
too.
Oh, yeah, Mark Ruffalo, yes, 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 and, yeah, he's awesome in this film as well.
Mhm. Oh, yeah,
And w
I literally feel like, again, that shows how exceptional Meg Ryan is as an
Mhm,
actress, that for her to take this role, commit to it, and actually demonstrate that I can manage this subject matter and I can show you that I'm equally great,
mhm,
testament once again, like, that is why she is such a good actress in my opinion. She can do a rom-com all day, we know this, but
mhm,
give her something meaty, something with teeth, drama, I'm gonna master that just as well.
mhm. And Caveman said her sexiest role where there was no nudity, but a steamy hot bath cloth for tub, and Nicolas Cage watching her City of
City of
Angels, yeah,
Angels, yep.
yep.
This one is kind of if you haven't seen this one, some people might say this is her steamiest,
Yeah, look what Johnny
uh
said, "I'm sorry, Meg is only memorable for one thing for this movie, I said what I said." Well, it's very steamy, I mean, because this is like is a sexy film, you know what I mean, to me, and I love that, because it's really gritty, it's really dark. I like this is a woman who's, had bad relationships, she's ultimately trying to, I think find, uh, herself in I'm not saying I wouldn't say in a relationship, but she's a woman who knows what she wants, someone who's exploring, you know?
yeah, she's layered.
Yeah.
She would be a character, like, sometimes people will say maybe a complex person. I don't think complex, I just think that she's very layered
Mhm.
and, again,
Knows
living
what she
her life and
wants.
trying to figure things out. Yep.
Yeah. But I love like I said, but I love seeing her in that role
Mhm.
because this is someone, and Meg shows you too, this is someone who can be sexy, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Let me just see, I'm gonna go through the comments. Meg Ryan should be in a future Scream movie as Richie's mother.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, did you like Portrait of a Lady on Fire? Yes, that was a great
Oh, that was
film.
very good.
Yeah.
That's an
Ja
excellent film. I would actually put that in. Like, if I had a top 20 countdown, that would actually be a film right in the top 20. If you haven't seen that,
great,
that's an
yeah,
excellent
great
film.
film. Wayne said I have City of Angels on DVD, a remake of Wings of Desire.
Oh, I didn't know that, Wayne. City of Angels, I enjoyed it though.
Yep, and Stacey said exceptional. I agree, Mika and Kira. For In the Cut, I think do you mean In the Cut?
Yeah, I think that they're just commenting off of like what we shared, our
Mhm,
feedback. Hmm.
mhm. Yeah, then Wayne said Meg nude. Oh yeah, there was a lot of nudity in this film, but I think it was done right.
Yeah, it
Sometimes
was actually done like well, and again, sometimes I think in film you have to show, depending on what the film is about, like things in its raw form. So when people
mhm,
say like, oh, tastefully done, I'll kind of say, oh, well, it depends on what the film was trying to convey in the overall story and message. I think
mhm,
in this film, the way they utilize sexuality and her exploring and like how she viewed things and even her
mhm,
past relationships, they
mhm,
show what you needed to see in order to convey what was trying to be conveyed basically.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, and I think they did it well with this movie, especially with what's going on, because you have, like you said, on the opposite side, you have this murderer who's attacking women. And I think it was specifically was it like sex workers, or it seemed like that was the
Yeah,
target of the
it was the
murderer in the
target. Yep.
movie. Stacy said, "Oh no, she was talking about the Jane Campion '90s movie, Portrait of a Lady." Oh
Oh,
yes, okay,
yes.
yeah, very
Mhm.
exceptional.
Yep.
And TG said, "I missed out on the chat about the hot take on Meg."
Oh my god, that's okay, TJ. You could definitely catch it the replay.
Mhm. Yeah, TG, yeah, catch that replay. And Wayne said a dark movie, and she is great in it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Agreed. Yep. Yeah, I enjoyed In the Cut. And it's actually one that I don't get a chance to revisit often, but it was good to actually rewatch it in terms of this actual stream.
Mhm.
And again, stellar cast.
Mhm. And I said, some notes that we mentioned was that like you mentioned, Kara, the film's atmosphere is very autumn. We have the rainy streets, the muted colors. It has a damp, chilly vibe. Instead of cozy, it's unsettling. It's suspenseful, very cold. You know, it has those harsh elements in fall.
Hmm.
And again, like I love the risk
Gritty.
that Meg, yeah, gritty. I love the risk that Meg took with this role. It was
Hmm.
something new. It was something darker. It was something edgier.
Hmm.
I just thought it was a great um, role for her in that trajectory of her career.
Oh yeah, agreed for sure.
Wayne said a suggestion for future spotlights: Nicole Kidman, Hugh Jackman. Okay, thanks,
Ah,
Wayne.
yes, love them both.
Wayne said IQ with Tim Robbins. They get to meet Albert Einstein.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the movie.
and I think it was Walter Matthau, right? Didn't he play the?
I believe so.
Yeah, I
Oh,
believe
that's
so.
such acting great.
What 2000s or 2010s movie or role would you have liked to see her in?
Ooh, that's a hard
Ooh,
one.
yeah,
I'd have to
that's a
sit on that one, honestly, because I feel
mhm,
like, oh my god, Meg has done over 40 films, and I feel like I've seen her literally in many roles that I'm glad I've seen her in.
mhm.
Oh my god, powerhouses. Like, some of the films that she played in, just the caliber of talent that she surrounded herself with. I mean, I'm even thinking of, what was the one with Diane Keaton, Hanging Up?
Oh, yeah, and that's one of, we're gonna mention too. Yeah, but that's one of our
Women, I
favorites.
mean, like, there's so many movies that she was in that I'm just like, "Oh, I'm glad we just had the opportunity to, like, be a witness." But,
Yeah, and
God,
it's hard.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard when people ask questions like that. It's hard for me to, like, identify a role that I would put a certain actress in that they haven't done, because it's just like I feel like you pick the role that's meant for you, and sometimes I can't see other people in those roles. Like TG said, I think it was mentioned early in the chat and now that they can't believe she turned down the role of a Pretty
Pretty
Woman.
Woman.
But I can't see anyone else but Julia in that role. You know, sometimes things happen, I think, the way is meant to be, and
Yeah, it
sometimes you
works out
read
the
as
way it's supposed to be, yep.
yeah, and sometimes I've heard actresses say, like, you read a script and it just doesn't connect with you, but
Well, you know which one stands out to me very well, and I love both actresses? Dana Delaney turned down playing Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City,
mhm.
and Dana Delaney said herself, "I can't see anyone other than Sarah Jessica Parker playing Carrie Bradshaw." So, yeah, The success that it did, like I pinch myself that I didn't take it, but it wasn't for me to take it. Like
That's how I see it.
that's how I see it. And I love Dana Delaney. She has had epic bodies of work herself
Mhm,
in TV and in film, but again, it happens the way it's supposed to happen. Jane
mhm,
Fonda turned down Ellen Bernstein's character in The Exorcist. I love
mhm,
Jane Fonda, but I can't see anyone other than Ellen in that role.
yeah,
It's
I was
yeah.
oh, and then Johnny said, yeah, it was Walter who played Albert Einstein. Um, Wayne said with Dennis Quaid, I have an original on DVD.
Oh, I love the physical media.
Yeah, did you like DOA remake? I'm drawing a blank.
Me too.
Let me know what that is.
I'll have to note that. I'll note it to follow up on it.
Oh, and TG said, Will Smith turned the lead down in The Matrix. Yep, for Wild Wild West.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Eh,
It's so interesting when it happens, and especially
yeah.
when you don't know about it and an actor or
Mm,
an actress shares that in terms of the roles that they turn down, and you're like, "Oh, wow," but then think about that, I can't see anyone else other than
mhm,
Keanu Reeves
mhm.
in that role, meant to be.
Yeah, yep, Keanu Reeves was great, of course. And then, TG said, Walter was in one of my childhood movies. Oh, Grumpy Old Man, yeah, I love
Oh,
it.
yeah. Oh, the
Okay.
best.
And then Johnny said it's the same with Will Smith. Oh, yeah, he said that too, turned down Neo in The Matrix after seeing that I can't picture anyone yet but Keanu. Okay. Oh, and, okay, DOA is a thriller she was in. Okay, this is one I'm not familiar with, so I'll have to
I'll have to
check that
note
out.
that, definitely. I'll definitely check it out, I love a good thriller, love Meg Ryan.
Okay, and we did do some quick honorable mentions. One we already mentioned, and that was, I think people mentioned it in the comments, and that was City of Angels.
Mhm.
Um, we just want to briefly mention it. This is a great one. Well, I enjoy it with her and Nicolas Cage, but it does definitely have those fall vibes. So I did want to just put it as an honorable mention. But this is a great one. He plays an angel, Nicolas Cage, who eventually we know gives up his immortality to be with her, and then
Mhm.
the ending is kind of crazy, but
Oh,
it kind of
yeah. Don't give too much away
pissed
in
me
case
off.
people haven't seen it.
Huh?
I said I don't wanna give too much away in case people haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's why I said it just pissed me off the ending, but
Oh, no,
I'm
I
not gonna say
understand, but yeah.
yeah, but, I wanted to mention this one 'cause it does have those fall vibes, I think, with the foliage and everything like that. Okay, and then, the next one I picked was, Hanging Up. I think you
Oh, I
mentioned that,
love this
Kira.
one, yeah, this is really well done. Lisa Kudrow, Diane Keaton, oh, and again, the cast in and of itself, and
Mhm.
the dynamic, the play off one another, the comedy, the drama, like, whoever cast this film is, like, top notch.
Yeah, and we mentioned Walter Matthau, he played in this one as
Oh, yeah,
well as their father,
Fauna,
but
yeah.
this one I put as an honorable mention because, it's not really fall, but, because it talks about transitions in family, holidays, those life challenges we go through, it does to me fit a little bit of what fall, identifies as, especially with those transitions and changing things, so I thought it was a cool one to add.
Mhm.
I didn't think I don't have any other honorable mentions.
Oh, no,
Do
I
you,
mean,
Kira?
no, I think that was good, and I think honestly, like, with Meg Ryan, if you're a fan, it's just a good reminder to go do, a dive again in some of her films, especially if they're ones we were mentioned tonight,
Mhm,
not when you're joining us.
mhm.
If you haven't seen, like, look at it, watch it.
Okay, let me just go through the comments. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Dell said Will Smith admitted he didn't understand the script for The Matrix when he read it, so it makes sense he turned it down. Wayne said The Matrix was filmed here in Sydney. Oh, awesome.
Nice.
Stacy said, "Did you like Prelude to a Kiss?" That sounds familiar.
I saw that one, that was really good. At least I enjoyed it.
TG said Will is more funny while Keanu is more focused on the task.
Yeah, it would be hard for me to see Will Smith, not to say he wouldn't do a good job, I just feel as though, like, it works. I mean, we
Yeah,
had
Keanu. It works with Keanu. I can't see Will Smith in that role. And then TG said, "Hey, it's nice to see Walter getting the love tonight." Oh, yes, great
Oh, I
actor.
know, iconic.
Caveman said DOA 1988, Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, a remake of an older film. Okay, thanks, Caveman. We're definitely gonna check that one out. If Keanu Reeves can play a serial killer, The Watcher, Meg Ryan could. I
Oh,
remember watching The Watcher. That was so weird for me to see Keanu in that
yeah.
role, but I
Yeah,
loved it
some
because it was
films can
different.
do that very well. I can buy it, them as a good guy and as the comic relief or like the alternate. Like I think of Robin Williams. When I saw him in like 1 Hour Photo, Insomnia, I was like, oh wow, that's a juxtaposition, but I still enjoyed it.
Mhm. And then Moody said, "TG Will can focus on a task. Check out Concussion, Ali, the Academy Awards." Yeah, he does
Oh
do.
my god.
Yeah, he does have a body of work. Yeah, he does do some good serious roles as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
DOA is
Pursuit of
underrated.
Happiness.
Will can be serious focus. I think Neo plays more to Keanu's real strength, being the focal point of a situation he's bewildered by. Bill and Ted, Point Break, John Wick, etc.
Versatility.
Black and White, DOA. I have it on DVD. It's fantastic. Okay, we'll check that out. And we saw this mentioned before too, the Presidio.
I've heard of this, I haven't seen it.
Okay. Oh, could we have seen her in Notting Hill? Same
No.
thing. Since I've seen Julia in it, it just to me, I just can't see
Yeah,
anyone
once
else.
I see the film and it's like the cast is like A plus, I don't think of anyone else in it.
Mhm.
So that was Hugh Grant, that was Julia Roberts.
Mhm. Ooh,
Kiss.
I love that one too. All right, you guys. So we're wrapping it up. So I just thought, like I said, these three films really highlighted to us, especially the season we're in with fall. Megan's just body of work and how great of an actress
Megan.
she is. What'd you say, Kira?
Said Megan.
Megan.
Meg.
Meg. I'm dead. Yeah, just her body of work and how great she is as an actress. I just love her. Like whether it's a timeless romance, like when Harry met Sally, or just something much darker and grittier, like In the Cut. I just love the versatility.
Oh yes, agreed, agreed. This was a fun one for us, you guys. We appreciate everyone in the chat. We're so glad that you guys tuned in. Hopefully, you will watch all of the films we recommended if you haven't had the opportunity to. And until next time, you guys, have a good day, good night, whenever we are meeting you.
Yes, yes, you guys. And we should be back tomorrow, I think, for our music Monday. So I'm not sure if we're gonna do it tomorrow, next Monday, but we'll keep you posted. Yes. Oh, and I can just get these last comments before we go. Caveman said one started to decided that they were going to trust their agents after missing out on roles like The Matrix and any Star Wars. Sean Connery, The Avengers, and not the good one. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Did I read that right? Sean? I think it's Sean Connery, right? Yeah.
Maybe with Sean Connery. Oh,
Yeah, I
another
think it's
good
Sean
great
Connery.
actor. Oh,
Proof of Life. That was the Russell Crowe one, I think. Yep. And then my favorite ever Will Smith movie in any other state, Oscar winner
oh, very
Galores, and
good.
yeah, Gene Hackman. Yes.
Renee.
And then TG said, can't wait for some fall music. Yes. All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. We hope everyone has a great rest of their Sunday evening.
Sunday day.
Sunday day.
Well, I'm just saying, we have people in the future. Wayne is a day
Oh,
ahead of
that's
us.
right.
We never
Wayne
know
is
when
in.
people are joining us. They're in different time zones or
Oh,
different
yeah,
parts
that's
of the
true. I
world.
forget
So
about that. Yeah.
midday, afternoon, evening.
Yes, yes, that's right. It's evening for us, but yes, as you said, for others, it's the morning. But all right,
Or
you guys.
afternoon.
Or afternoon,
Or
yes.
next day.
All right, everyone. Have a good one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.